This episode of Torture Vision's Low Score is brought to you by AnthonyDinar.com.
All right, this is Brandon Hayes with Anthony Dinar, and today we're taking a look at The Wizard of Oz for Super Nintendo. Have you played this?
I have, and it's probably one of the worst platforming games I've ever played.
Yeah, it's wrought with problems.
I mean, it looks kind of cool, and it's got a few hang-ups, but it's the platforming that makes this really just unplayable.
Yeah, well, first of all, I have problems with the platforming and the projectile weapon system.
Yeah.
So, you're picking up these, not the gold bricks. The bricks are, points or something. They don't really amount to anything, but those gold gems, that's your ammo, and that's what you're throwing right now.
Yeah, and you're wasting it.
Well, I didn't realize what I was doing. This is, the first time I ever put the game in the system and then start playing it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't do a lot of prep for this show. Anyway, so you see, I'm out of ammo now because I wasted all those bullets. What happens is you pick up one, and that gives you three projectiles to throw. But there's no counter at the top of the screen to tell you how many projectiles you've saved up.
Right.
So unless you're counting on a piece of notepad or something,
or
you're
your Rayman.
Well, and also you don't know what the cap is. Maybe the cap is 12.
Oh shit, I didn't even think of that.
Maybe the cap is 100. Who knows?
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
I mean, I'm sure maybe someone sat here and figured it out,
Yeah, someone who has no life.
It's I have no life, but I also don't have the patience to do that.
Right.
So you're not going to get that info from me. Aside from the projectile problem, then you have the problem of standing on the ground, which seems like, one of the most basic things of a platformer.
Right.
But,
if you have a problem with this, don't make it where you have to jump on shit.
Yeah, you can't tell. It looks like there are things that you can stand on, but you'll fall right through them. These big boulders that you're supposed to jump from boulder to boulder, you'll realize that the actual space, the pixels that you can actually stand on, are much smaller than the picture itself.
Right. And
I
then
don't know what causes that. Look, I just flew right through the screen.
Floor, yeah.
How is that possible?
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the platforming is different each time. It doesn't seem like it's consistent either. Is that fair?
Well,
see, that. You were clearly in the middle of it.
Yeah, and so now I'm just kind of jumping around wildly. What can I stand on? What can't I stand on? And you've got these clouds that are blowing you around. But I really struggled with this. And when you're struggling with a game because of issues like this, it's not it's not me being a bad gamer or whatever is what's causing me to fail.
Whatever you got to tell yourself to sleep at
night. No, there's a huge difference.
Yeah.
I know that even the best gamers in the world would really struggle with this.
Yeah.
You really have to adapt to its crap factor, and even then it's just unpredictable where you could stand and where you couldn't.
Right. Yeah, so it's just a lot of trial and error, and see that again, you think you would have just landed right on the platform there. Makes no sense. But yeah, it's not a good game. I mean, it could be. If you fix the platforming thing, you give a counter for how many projectiles you have, you would probably play this game a lot more, right?
Yeah, I mean, visually it looks fine. It really has nothing to do with the fucking movie, but I guess I could give that a pass because the movie, when you think about it, is just a bunch of nonsense too.
You can't kill that cloud. You clearly hit him.
Yeah, no, you can't.
That's
kill
bullshit.
Him. So you'll notice I'm still struggling with this same spot, and so much of this is still on the cutting room floor. I saved way too much, actually. But I really wanted you to get a feel for how crappy these controls were.
Oh, no!
There was a lot of screaming going on, too, when I was playing this. I was quite angry.
Oh, come on! So you remember when there was cactus cats?
Oh, yeah.
In the movie, right?
That's the one thing they kept true to the film. The cactus cats.
Oh, man. And Blowy the Ghost Cloud.
Again, though, you can't really rip on the game because the movie made no sense. And then if you ever watch the sequel is completely different from the first movie.
Yeah.
And it's super creepy, too.
So the, now you fucked yourself because the bridge is gone. So, what's interesting is, like, you have the original movie, because, like, Wizard of Oz is a book, and because of the book being, like, written...
Isn't it a series of books?
Yeah. Written, like, on or before 1922 or some shit, it's technically in the public domain. So, there's a play that they always threaten to make a movie out of, called Wicked, and, like, it plays off of the first movie, Wizard of Oz, the iconic one with Judy Garland. And it's like, yeah, the story doesn't really make that much sense, but it's still cool. Like I don't know, Wicked helps the first movie by giving it a twist and stuff. It's cool, but still, like, there's a few things that are just a little weird about it. I don't know, there's always like that joke where it's just like chicks, arguing or fighting over shoes, which is kind of funny in a sexist way. But other than that, like, yeah, it's just a weird movie. One of my favorite things was that it was in black and white in the very beginning, and then it went to color. And I don't know if this is true or not, but rumor has it that, like, they wanted to start filming on it right away, and, like, they couldn't do color at the moment. And so, like, they decided to do the filming anyways, in black and white, and then switch to color when they could. And they had a nice, like, transition, I thought, and I always thought that was, like, an artfully done thing. And if that's the case, it was just, like, I don't know, coincidence or whatever. It kind of takes away some of that, specialness.
That's why you should never read IMDb trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that this gameplay syncs up to the Dark Side of the Moon, by the way. Just so you know.
Shut up.
No, you can tell I've run out of things to say completely about this film, about this game, rather. I'm actually surprised I got this far.
Yeah, so, like, are you able... No, you have to beat this level, and then you're able to play as the Scarecrow.
Yeah, I unlocked him, but then, like, I didn't bother to try and play him.
Yeah, I don't know why. That was kind of dumb, but...
Well, it's because, like, I was having a hard enough time adjusting to Dorothy, and then once I kind of got her movement down, I didn't want to just completely start at square one and learn how to work fucking Scarecrow.
That's true, but then, like, think of it like Zelda. So you're playing Link, and then all of a sudden you get the hook shot. You have to use the hook shot to advance. So, like, it could have been a similar thing, where it's like, now that you can unlock the Scarecrow, like, you kind of have to play him. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm totally pulling that out of my ass, but it's certainly something I would have tried.
Yeah, I got enough. I got my fill.
Yeah, this is bullshit, this particular level, because you have the crows that will attack you if you're up on the top ledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, like, the little mouse that's in the middle, and then you got shit on the ground that's also throwing projectiles. Like, and what the fuck?
The mouse hurts you if he touches you, but he wouldn't be touching you. He's in the background.
Yeah, that's another good point.
I don't know. So, like, I gotta defeat the giant crow from the movie, and then that unlocks the Scarecrow.
Yeah, I remember the giant crow in the movie. Maybe he's a flying monkey and it's just a bad, sprite.
That would have been good, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in here. I mean, if you were, a man and made it all the way through to the end.
It's not a question of being a man. Like, I've got stuff to do. I can't believe I waste my time doing this already. I played this game for, like, hours, and then I, like, edit it down to, like, just a few minutes. Then we got to record, and then I got to edit the audio for that.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work to put to these videos that, like, no one ever watches.
Yeah, and you know what? That's incredibly sexist to say. I'm sure, like, there's lots of women out there that could do it too. It's just...
Oh, no. What are you talking about?
But I'm just saying that, like, generally speaking, there are less female gamers than male gamers. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Because, I mean,
I don't know.
The
percentage is probably, like, 90% guys, and then maybe, like, 8% women, like actual women gamers who really care, and then like that last 2% would be those fake super hot gamers.
And I was gonna say, like, this is bullshit because every commercial I ever see is a hot chick playing video games.
You know when they hire those models for conventions?
Yeah.
And then they have them pretend like, oh, I'm so excited about the new Fallout or whatever. It's like, I wish I could just like pull them aside and just start asking them trivia about the game to see how bad they fail. It's like, look, dude, this is just a paying job.
Yeah.
I have to pretend. They're like strippers, you know?
Like, they pretend to like you.
You know? Like, they pretend to like the games. And some nerds totally fall for it. Like, oh, this hot chick likes video games.
Yeah, totally.
It makes me feel better about my own life. It's like, shouldn't it make you feel worse, actually? It's like, oh man, if I showed that chick my high score in Pac-Man, I'd get totally laid tonight. Like, no, it's not how it works. So I think, okay, yeah, this is the end of my footage.
This level sucks.
This is as far as I could get because
this is worse than the canyon with the clouds and shit.
Yeah, because again, you can't tell what you can stand on and what you can't. I don't understand how I just fell through all those leaves. So my strategy was like just get to the top, and then if I fall, hopefully I'll catch myself on something on the way down, and I'll just keep working my way upward.
Yep.
Again, how did I fall through that? I would really love to see like a stripped down version of this, like when they take away all the graphics and you just see just the pixel lines you can stand on and just like the box that you are.
Yeah.
And maybe I would have a better chance at survival.
Yeah, and then like you merge the two together so you can see the gameplay, you know, as it was intended, but you played it in like Matrix vision.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm never playing this game again. Are you?
You know, like, I don't know, maybe. It bothers me that, like, she was small in the cornfield. Like, was that, like, Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland? So, like, it doesn't even know what it wants to be, so it's not that appealing.
That's your biggest problem with the game?
Well, it makes no sense. I mean, come on. You got a fucking cat cactus. I don't like it.